Hello everybody, welcome to Coco's Crochet. I'm Litsa and today is a very special catch up with all of you. I just want to show you all the blankets that I'll be posting off to our friend Nancy at She's Got Yarn Too, as she's the host of the huge blanket drive around the world for Camp Boggy Creek in Florida. Now I know that I'm pretty sure I should say that most of you are very familiar with that blanket drive because I think this is the third year running. I was able to participate last year. I sent off a couple of blankets, and this year, I'm hoping to be able to send a lot more, at the very minimum 12 blankets. Now, those of you who've been watching my Supercalifragilistic 2024 videos, so the playlist, they come out once a month. You might have already seen these blankets, and if you haven't, go across and see that playlist because I do talk about each blanket that I'm going to show you in more detail. But more importantly, let's go into a little bit of detail about Camp Boggy Creek. Now, Camp Boggy Creek is a camp which hosts children with serious illnesses. Now, we all know how important it is to feel included in life, in everything, and sometimes these children miss out only because of their illness. So this amazing place has been, brought to life to accommodate all these wonderful humans and their families so they get an opportunity to experience camp. Now, the founder, I believe, was Paul Newman, and some other people. Universal Studios have been involved, and there is a whole history on it. And there is a YouTube channel dedicated to Camp Boggy Creek, and if you go along there, you get to see the tours of, the camps, the campsites, the activities that are held there. But the wonderful thing is that every child just feels that they are just there to have a great time. The facility caters for them by having medical staff on any particular time which caters to that particular illness that the children are experiencing. So everyone has the same opportunity to either just have a wonderful time, but if they need a little bit of medical attention, there is someone there on site as well. And then the families come across and they enjoy some time where they get to network with other families, make new friends, and just, see what their children have been up to, which is wonderful. Now, the blankets that they are asking for, and the person who actually started all this was Nancy, the big blanket drive across the world. Her mum is associated with the camps, and she volunteers and makes blankets. And then Nancy was asked by her mum to make a blanket, and she reached out to the whole community. And here we are all gathering together. Isn't it amazing how we become just one community? Crochet is amazing how it brings us together that way. And that way we've all been able to help as well. But they do need specific blankets. So for those of you that may want to make some or are able to contribute, the blankets need to be a specific size because, again, it's all about inclusivity, all about everyone, having the same or if not similar, experiences. And that one being that they take the blanket away with them, the one that is on their bed for the duration of the camp, and it's usually a weekend from memory that they stay. So the blankets need to be 35 by 40 inches across and 40 to 50 inches in length. Or if you're making a square, because a lot of the times, even myself, I've made granny squares, they're 40 by 40 inches. So if you keep within those parameters, the blankets will be perfect. Of course, a little bit here or there, I'm sure they will still take the blanket. But in essence, we need to try to stick to that criteria, which is, what they need. Another thing they also have for the children are tumbleweeds. So I will touch on to those as well for you. So let me just have a little read of the blurb from the actual camp. So I absolutely love the idea of a tumbleweed, and I'll show them to you in a moment. So in essence, a tumbleweed, and I'll just show you one here. So you can have a little visual while I'm talking about it. So it might look to you like an untidy pom-pom, and in essence, that was just a little scrap fell off. In essence, that's what it is, but it does have a really good meaning behind it. And let me just hold it for you like this, so you can actually see what I'm talking about while I read to you how they describe it. So here they tell us that each camper receives a tumbleweed to wear as a necklace throughout the weekend while they're at camp. When a person sees someone doing something kind, because of course their whole mantra and motto and ethos is all about kindness. When someone sees someone doing something kind, the witness pulls one piece of yarn from their tumbleweed, and ties it onto the necklace part. So this part here, ties it onto the necklace part of the good doer to acknowledge them and promote kindness. So how wonderful is that, guys? So something as simple as this is attached around the children's neck while they're there, and then kindness is spread that way. So it's a nice visual for them to be reminded that kindness goes a very long way, and how good it makes them feel by spreading it as well, not just receiving it. Now, there is a 40-second video on the Camp Boggy Creek YouTube channel, which shows you exactly how to make it. But basically, all you need to do is just wind the yarn around your hand, so the palm of your hand, between 25 and 35 times, depending how many strands you have on there, of course. Simply take it off, measure the yarn for the necklace bit twice from fingertip to shoulder, and then you use that to tie it together, cut it up, so like I said, like a very untidy but gorgeous pom-pom, and then voila, there you have it. It's as simple as that. The video may be 40 seconds and it may take at least double that to make it, but it doesn't take any time at all. The only thing I do suggest you have is a very sharp pair of scissors, because that comes in handy. So that's another thing that I thought I'd make a few and send them across as well. And I have tried to match them up with the blanket colors, so that, you know, they're visually appealing as well. But you know, they might just split them all up and it doesn't really matter as long as they're getting some. And I also have some extra blankets, some very special blankets to share with you before they get shipped off as well. And I cannot wait to tell you about those. Now, I have been, I'll just pop that down there. I have been getting inspiration for each blanket by joining in the Movie Marquee Challenge with our friends, and I've got it here, that are hosting it, and they are Bella from Bella's Crochet Gifts, Heather, the Crochet Witch, and Samantha at Amethyst Craftworks. Now, each month there is a Movie Marquee Challenge, and like I said earlier, that is in my Supercalifragilistic 2024 playlist, which I talked about each and every movie poster that they bring out, and that's where we get the inspiration for the colours. So I thought it would be a lot of fun to create these blankets for Camp Boggy Creek, but also be, you know, participating in the Movie Marquee Challenge. So what I'll do for you today is I'll show you the blankets with a movie poster and the tumbleweed that I'm sending across to them, and I will be packaging them all in these beautiful little, what are these? It's not chiffon. What are they called? I never remember, but these little bags here, they'll tie in there. They'll be very nice and clean, and I have bought a whole bag of 50 in here. I got those off Amazon. So I can't wait to pop them all in there. They'll be a little bit squishy, but that's okay. So when they arrive, they'll be nice and clean and compact for them to be shipped off to the children. So I'm so looking forward to that. Now, let me just get my little cards here so that I can show you the first blanket. The movie that we were inspired by was Rock of Ages. And there it is there for January. And you will see the colours in my blanket, and because it was like in squares, I did it sort of similar to that. And again, very simple. This one was just a granny square and then solid granny square to go around, and I'll show you the 4 panels so you can see all the colours. And these have all been washed and they are ready to go. So this one, obviously it's in half, so it does measure the right measurements there. And I absolutely love this one. It is so soft and squishy. I have been using my Spot Saver yarn for most of them. But, this is a great project where I can use all my different yarns to accommodate for the poster and make the size that I want. Now, for this one, I also have this tumbleweed to go with it. So here's number 1. This was January. So I'll just pop that down there. And then for February, we had this movie poster, which is the movie, what is it? Down with Love. So pretty. Now, I haven't seen either of these movies yet, but they, one day I'm hoping to be able to. And I got inspiration from that one to use the purples and the greens and the blues. Now, these here, they were actually a sleeping whip. And I had, I think, 3 of them, and I just had to make one more. So how wonderful is that I got to wake up a sleeping whip, and here it is here, guys. I really like that. That was just corner to corner, those squares there. And then I just did a little, is it block stitch? Yeah, I think it's the block stitch border. So again, very, very pretty. They smell so good, guys. And I also made, where is my, here it is here, the tumbleweed to go with it. So that's that little set there. Can't wait to send that through, of course. Now the next one for March, the inspiration for the poster was, where is it here? 5 Nights at Freddy's. There it is there. And where is our blanket? Here it is here, guys. I love this one. This one was made pretty much completely with mill ends. And I just made up a little, almost like a stitch sampler blanket, but with very, you know, minimal changes, including, I think I've got the crossed, I love the cross double crochet stitch in there, some window stitches, and a very, very simple border that way there. And the colours, I think, you know, marry up quite nicely with the poster. And here is our tumbleweed to go with it. I just love that these are going to be used to spread kindness. I think that's absolutely gorgeous. And then we came to April. And April, we had the movie Dazed and Confused to take inspiration from. And I ended up making this blanket here because I went for the denim look, and there was more purple. Again, this is just a very simple, let me pull it back for you, corner to corner, and a little bit of a scalloped edge. So this one worked out very, very nice and quickly. And there's its matching tumbleweed. And we're close to the 6th blanket very soon, blanket number 5. The movie inspiration was She's the Man. Now this is a movie that I actually have the DVD for, and my children love this movie. So that's one that I've actually seen. It's probably the only one out of the 6. And I made a Pokeball one, but it is the shape of a hexagon, reason being it's a soccer ball in the, like you could see the soccer ball, I don't know, can you see that shape there? That's the shape in the soccer ball. So I thought I'd sort of marry it up with that. But this one was very popular in my household. All of my son's friends wanted this one. And of course, a tumbleweed to go with it. So that's pretty awesome, right, guys? Let me just pop that there. I'm creating a nice mountain here. And then last but not least, so we're up to June because the blankets will be collected until February of next year. So I'm endeavouring to send the next 6 at the end of December. So in January, so they'll get there in time. And this one was Insidious, the Red Door. So there's June. And I made this gorgeous corner to corner one out of blanket yarn. And let me tell you, this was so fun to make. So easy, of course, as you can imagine. And another simple border of the block stitch. And here is its matching tumbleweed. Now, I didn't make this out of blanket yarn because I want it to be the same as the others, because it'd be a little bit hard to pull off, I think, the blanket yarn. So I left it at that. So they're the 6 blankets that I made that I'm sending across. But I have a wonderful surprise for you guys. Let me just make a mountain over here. Now, some of you may remember about, maybe 6 months ago, I did a little talk at the local Greek Senior Citizens Social Club or little group, and it was so much fun. I got to talk about all the different crochet that I do, and, you know, took along pieces for them to see, both wearables and, you know, blankets and bags. And it was just so wonderful speaking to these amazing humans who some of them themselves were crocheters. And I, of course, talked about Camp Boggy Creek because that was an amazing opportunity to talk about giving back to the community and why it's very important to do so. And these wonderful women who just came along to the talk decided that they were going to contribute to these wonderful children at Camp Boggy Creek. So gives me great pleasure to show you what they've crocheted for these children, and I'll be shipping these off at the same time that I do with mine, which it will probably be next Tuesday. Today's what day are we? Sunday, the 25th? The 25th of August 2024. So by Tuesday I'm hoping to have them in the post, and they'll probably take 2 to 3 weeks to arrive to Florida, to Nancy. So this one comes to us from our friend Stella. Now Stella made 2 blankets. The first one, I think actually she made this one first. So I'll bring this one out here. Oh, and it's so soft, and she's washed it as well. Look at this gorgeous blanket here. Look at this beautiful blue, guys. It is a granny square. And she's used that beautiful royal blue and the white and a little scalloped edged as well over there. And it is just perfect. I absolutely love it. And then Stella didn't stop there. She also made this gorgeous one. I love the colors in this one. So let me bring it up close for you. Look at that beautiful navy, that pink, and that gorgeous yellow. And again, another beautiful granny square. How stunning is that, guys? It's going to keep one little child very warm and very happy. So thank you so much, Stella, for sending them in through to us. It was just so amazing. Now, this is a true act of kindness, guys. So it really does marry in and tie in with Camp Boggy Creek. And it didn't stop there. We also have our friend Violetta. Now, she made this gorgeous. I love the V-stitch. And look at these colors. What a gorgeous combination. This beautiful apricot color and that green. They're like antique colors. And what she did was she also made this beautiful border to go with it. Oops, let me put it. There we go. So you can see her beautiful border and her V-stitches. Look at that, guys. Again, let me open it for you. Another beautiful blanket for these children to wrap themselves up in. So thank you so much, Stella. Once again, you know, I have actually not met Stella. I'm pretty sure I met her on the day. Sorry, that was Violetta. I do remember Stella because we had a conversation, but I look forward to meeting up with Stella, Violetta, and our friend Kathy when I show you her blanket as well, because I'm hoping to go across and have another little, you know, chance to meet with these wonderful humans. Now, Kathy wasn't even at the presentation. Her husband was, and he was so intrigued and so inspired by the whole event, but especially Camp Boggy Creek, that he spoke to his wife about it, and she made this gorgeous blanket. These colors are so beautiful. I am absolutely in love with this one. Again, another beautiful granny square, and look at her border on it, guys. So beautiful. Let me open it up. Oh my goodness, I absolutely love this one as well. And once again, Kathy, thank you so very, very much. I am so happy that you all found the love in your heart and kindness to want to make these for children that you'll never ever meet, just like myself and all of you that are creating the blankets, but just wanted to share with them that there are people that love them and just want joy for them and happiness. So that's what today is all about. Now, of course, I made some tumbleweeds. None of the colors really match the blankets, but I thought I'd just send off a few more. It doesn't hurt. So here's another half a dozen or 6 to send off, because I'm sure they'll be able to use them, because last year I didn't consider sending off any tumbleweeds, but now we've got, wow, I think in total 12. I can't even pick the others up, but here they all are, guys. The tumbleweeds will be going off as well. So that's pretty much it. I just wanted to make sure that I had the opportunity to share that not only am I sending some blankets off, and most of you had already known that, but that we have other people in our community who just wanted to do the same. Once again, like I said earlier, this is a true act of kindness. So thank you all so very, very much for joining me today. I just, you know, wanted to share this with you because it brings me such joy. And I know that so many of you are crocheting for Camp Boggy Creek as well. I absolutely love watching all the unboxings. So many of our yarny friends, you know, some of you are not only creating one, but 20, 30, 40 blankets. It just blows my mind. But the fact that we're all just cheerleading everybody on is more important than anything, because not everybody can contribute. Some people have made squares. There's a whole thing happening with squares, and other people are putting them together. There is just so much going on. So if you put in all the different hashtags for Camp Boggy Creek, and I'll try to include them all in the description box down below, you'll be able to see everyone who's doing amazing work. People are designing blankets for it. You know, we're all trying to make as many of those as we can, but it's just been a wonderful opportunity to come together as a community, a worldwide community spreading kindness. So I hope you're all keeping well, and until I see you all very, very soon, take care everyone. Bye-bye for now.